Yay! Not yay. Oh, fucking killed her well quickly. Okay, I'm going to skip this as well because we have seen it before. I don't know if it's new or if it's better we play with watch it just in case. Yeah, kitchen knife is very good. As anyone who's ever played Binding of Isaac knows. Or Mum's knife in that.
まだ体が馴染まないのだろう。よくここまでこらえてくれた。
これでは皆様に愛想をつかされてしまうでしょうか。
そんなことは私が許しはしない。少し血色が良くなった。君の体にも合うようだ。先祖の霊に備えた米と水を混ぜ合わせてこしたものだ。神聖な力が宿っている。
Is that Saki then? I know Orochi no Sama was defeated by 8 barrels of sake because he drunk, and that's relevant to this game because of Ninetales and him. That was the boss I fought last time.
行こう。君のために用意した一番大切なものがある。
Ichiban number 1. It's the tour, right? I have to run all the way through. What do I do with the Hoteno, Sama? Oh. There's a bit of this where the rooms start repeating, and I don't like that bit at all. Yeah. Section.
なんだか賑やかな絵。
Okay, I can't save over that. Because I think I'm going to have to carry on. For 30.
立派な方々。
Do not fear. Once you...
私は
Okay, I'm assuming I'm supposed to follow his gaze. More. Okay, is this room? I don't ever know which way to go in this room. Is it this room? Yeah, because this is the fucking room I didn't want to go in. Or do I want to go in here at least once? It might be that I didn't want to go in here once. Fuck off, I was mid-attack! That... Not only should my hit have gone through, it should have been stronger for countering it. No, I don't like that aspect of this. So that room was just there to inconvenience you.
ここは間違い
How am I supposed to know that before I go in? Should have used that, shouldn't I? Nope. Again, managed to do that through my attack. Okay. I do have a special, but I'm not using it unless one of those pregnant monsters is in the scene. Again, this room does not serve any purpose. It's just there to waste your time, as I went through the wrong door. And I don't know how I'm supposed to know which is the right door. I don't know if I need any more of that, but... Well, that just did nothing. Oh, fair enough. Second one.
僕で怯えた。
Being blind? That one has candles. If I had a save point I could have done stuff with, and I just ignored it. Celebrate once and for all. I clicked through that way too fast.
永遠の坂へあれ。
Celebrate once and for all. May you live happily ever after and thrive for eternity. Gimme.
純子さん。
お取り込み中ごめんなさい。ひなことほんの少しだけ話がしたいのだけれど、よろしいかしら。
では
お姉ちゃん。
まだ生きてるのね。
うん。
しっかりなさい。
しっかりって。
未練は拙速では立てない。そう思い時間を与えたけれど、生きていてもいいなんて考えてないわよね。そんな甘えは許さない。殺せ。必ず。
Why are you a bird
外
face?
していた方がいいかな。
いいえ。お時間をありがとうございます。それではこれにて。
姉妹で語り合えたかね。
はい。
それでは行こうか。
There we go.
あなた様の。
Oh, that's my fault for not picking up the thing. But we'll have more. Fine. Probably should have saved that for a boss. I don't know where I'm supposed to go. Blackbird is in its cage at last. Satisfied that the fox spreads his fan. Whitebird remains in a daze, or had been swept away as she slept. Are you sure this is wrong? Spreads his fan. But that's what he's doing. Like, he spread his fan. And he's in a cage. That's the black one. The white one's in a daze. It's...
これが君のものだ。
This isn't new. In fact, it's the one we saw the first time around. But the wedding's kind of important to this ending, so we'll continue watching this one. I'm assuming this is the wedding ending. I don't actually know. But like, that's the thematic difference between ending B and C. The two wolves or inside of her want to go through with it and don't want to go through with it. That's what I'm getting. Oh fuck, I should say, I suppose.
では始めようか。
はい。
Before.
一緒だからここまで来られました。
もうわずかの辛抱だ。
はい。最後まで。
Okay, now we have the worst section.
お前は許さない。絶対に。絶対に。
Okay, No, not the axe. Fuck. Where did you come from? Ah. Okay, it's a shame I never got the sword in this one because I think I have more levels up in this. I hate the fucking axe so much. I don't hate it that much, to be honest. Okay, probably didn't need to fight those ones. Baseball bat? Sure. Yeah, the knife is great. One more of those?
嫌だ。もう嫌。私の町を返して。
Get on the way back. That's loads of weapons. Fine, we'll take the crowbar. You were full, John. Fuck off. That was actually my fault that time, but I still resent being attacked. don't actually know which way opened up then.
こんなことだろうと思いました。
お姉ちゃん助けて。
これがどれだけ失礼なことか、あなたにも十分分かっているはず。殺しなさい。殺しなさい。さあ。
どうしてお姉ちゃん。
それがあなたのためです。死になさい。
Take that, doubt. The abstract concept of self-doubt about a specific situation. Hello, hello.
属性の娘かように貧弱な嫁ごとは
どうか心安らかな日々を。
I hope I've done this ending correctly. Oh my goodness. Her life got flipped, turned upside down. These represent AirPods that she was given as a wedding gift. mean?
それではお別れを。あなたが幸せをつかんでくれることを願っています。
Bunch of flowers. Now we dog.
街が綺麗。
Oh no, there's a doll here. Don't believe the foxes. But I like fox. Ah, what? Foxes don't do shit. Right, I probably should just use that ability.
私の邪魔しないで。そう。これは私の
The decision was mine.
選択。
All else fails, she's the Prince of Wales. Being manipulated, come back to your senses.
私をこれ以上怒らせるな。 私は家に帰る。
She's going home.
世界が私を祝福してる。両親にも会いに行こう。
Is this a mandatory fight? But I don't need you. It's my doll again. There's no coming back. There is. You have to come back like 4 times. Oh shit! Hello. What? How the fuck did that happen? I mean, it's not that far, but also at least a 2-hour drive. I've been to Exeter though. Work there. Building site. And as a duct fitter. Not gonna need this comb. No, John, the comb was key to all of this. Well, I'm deep down in Cornwall. Like Truro. No, I'm a 1 hour and 20-minute train ride to Plymouth, let alone Exeter. But I'm not sure where Newark is. Fair enough. Yeah, to me, everywhere's north. Plymouth. It's those northerners in Plymouth. Also Saltash. Saltash counts as being Plymouth. You're crossing the bridge to go to work, then you're not Cornish anymore.
ここはもうお前の家ではない。一人で帰ってきても敷居をまたげると思うな。
Yep. That's why this cost me fucking loads, and it's tiny. And everyone's driving up the fucking prices. It's very pretty though. Dull again. I still can't tell if I've made the new ending happen or not. Help Shimizu Hinako, please. That seemed different. Oh, hang on. Will it say? It says hold to skip, so no, it's not even a cutscene. So I'll be right back. Let us proceed. I think I saw new bits when I was in the house though, so I think I am in the right ending. But I'm a little bit nervous that I'm not. Fine water is very good, though. I was just thinking the game could do with more enemies, which I feel like is fairly obvious, but... Yeah, doggy. Stop hitting me, I don't appreciate it. Oh well. Thank you for joining me. I'm not really doing anything with this anyway, am I? It's just a room to let you think about stuff. Okay, I'm glad it gave me a knife. Well, I really hope I've actually earned the ending. It's a nice day for a white wedding. We never picked up the sword. We have ourselves a Hote Sama. Just a little guy. Look at this suspiciously large room. This is a good sign actually. It says news cutscene. But it might be just New Game Plus.
あなたの存在はもはやヒナコを苦しめるだけ。
ひなこ、清水ひなこは私。いいえ、清水ひなこはもう存在しません。帰りなさい。ここはあなたがいてよい場所ではありません。
What was that noise?
このような日に、一体どこからこのようなつきものが。ひなこ、今払ってあげるから、少し待ちなさい。
Hmm. Do we have to fight the doll? There's two of everything. You have to fight her. Yeah, we've seen this from the other side.
お父さんもお母さんも会えないわけじゃない。子供の頃のようにいつでも会えるわけじゃないだけ。黙れ化け物め。私を返せ。奪ったすべてを返せ。ごめんね私。でもあんたの気 が受け止めてあげる。
The hotel is no. What was that? Was that the hotel? Oh, okay.
ひなこ、この薬を飲みなさい。
She needs to have the doll, like, but as you know, like the shield, Kingdom Hearts 1 final boss, where this thing turns up as a shield. It's really annoying to fight.
君はあのようなものに疲れてけなげに耐えていたのか。俺、よくもひなこに。 ひなこ、もう大丈夫だ。
So this had to have happened then. Chew with the baseball bat.
どけ！どうしてそいつをかばう！お前を誰より守ると誓う俺よりどうして信じられるんだ！
シュウと一緒に昔のままの姿でずっといたかった。でも私もシュウもいつまでも同じではいられないんだ。
それは分かってる！でもどうしてそいつなんだ？どうしてだ？
シュウはいつまでも今のままでいようと言ってくれる。だけど琴雪さんは私と共に未来へ歩もうと言ってくれる。どちらも不安だった。どちらにも希望を感じた。もし本当にこの身を二つに引き裂くことができたなら、私は今だってその半分をお前の相棒として残していきたい気持ちでいるんだ。シュウ、
終われば。男としてこのままにはできない。
いえ、私に話させてください。シュウ、
俺は
シュウ。
ダメな男だ。笑って祝福するつもりでいたんだ。でもできなかった。それどころか俺はお前に薬と偽って
This one. green instead of red.
内なる自分と対話できる薬だが、体質によっては非常に危険な薬だ。
どうしてそんなものを私に。
結婚を断ってほしかった。
Ah.
一番思ってるのは誰か気づいてほしかった。俺は何言ってんだ。相棒の大切な日を祝福できなくて何が相棒ってんだくそ。
Ah. This reflects really poorly on Shoot, to be honest. Because I assumed he accidentally gave her, you know, hallucinogenic drugs.
幻滅などするもんか。今度は私に相棒に幻滅させようとするのか。いい加減にしろ。よくも今日を私たちをめちゃくちゃにしてくれたな。
Ooh. It's Ashura. Ashura. I think it's Ashura.
買うぞ相棒。そのおかしな宇宙人野郎を私たちでぶっ飛ばそう。
No, it's Suki Mogami. I was completely wrong about that. Is this the because the other bosses have your sword? Oh fuck, that was a counter. ボンクレー。
壊しちゃった。でもお前は責めないでくれたな。本当にありがとう。
あの時の面白でなさそうな顔を見たら誰が責められるなんてんだ。
Come here.
私は女はこうあるべきっていう決めつけが嫌いだっただけで、だからって女に生まれたことまでも憎んだことはなかった。
俺は勘違いしてお前を追い詰めていたのか。お前の気持ちは目を見りゃ分かる。でも俺にはなぜ傷ついていたのか分からなかった。
違う、シュウが気づかせてくれたんだ。私はお前のおかげでやっと生まれ変わることができた。だから清水ひな子はいつまでもお前と共にある。
頼む、やめてくれ。
私をこれ以上怒らせるな。
It's the power of bells. I will say the worst boss in this game is better than the best boss in any other Silent Hill in terms of actual mechanics. I'm playing on story mode, so it's not going to be especially hard, but I haven't forgotten you, final boss of Silent Hill 2, of 3 and 4. Assuming we're gonna fight the sister for the final ending then.
Kotoyuki-san, 俺の相棒あんたにしばらく預けるぜ。
しばらくのつもりはないのだが。
俺のひな子を不幸にしたら100発殴ってやるからな。
ひな子は私のものだ。もはや君のものではないね。
いいや、俺の相棒なんだから俺のだ。貸してるだけだ。
人を物扱いするな。
私と君は世界で最も彼女のことを理解し大切にしようと思っている二人だ。良い友人になると思うのだが。
Naruto? This bumper.
狐の嫁入りだ。
Hello, Osk. That is the third ending. There are 5. It's frustrating because the endings are really good. I appreciate how much effort into the final bosses they have. I will say again, I'm sure, playing through endings 4 and 5. But like, man, I wish I didn't have to play the entire game again. I mean, I don't have to. I could just watch someone else play it, but I apparently made the decision to play through it. There's definitely a way to solve it. More monsters would be nice. By the end, you're fucking sick of fighting those pregnant monsters, and it's mainly them, but like... So, this ending I got from loading a previous save. So I've only played the entire game through twice. And I loaded up the last 3 hours of the second time so I could do this ending. Yeah. So, I mean, yeah, in an ideal world, you'd not only want... Yeah. You'd want New Game Plus to have new monsters and New Game Plus Plus to have new monsters. And I assume there's only 3. But I get, yeah, like, if you added more monsters, you'd put them in the first time round. But, what I'd want is a subplot that runs throughout the game as well, that has a monster attached to it. Or even a boss. Because all the monsters are sort of introduced as bosses anyway, like, you get that initial... They put a lot of effort into redoing the same monsters again and again. To the point where you go, oh, the lava is like jealousy or lust or love, right? That's what... the absence means one thing and the fire means another. That's what our two friends represent. I get that. Yeah. I feel like there's no... Like, you could have had fox monsters. I'm trying to, like... Suddenly, they get at the end of the game, they get creative. Like, there's nothing like that in the game. Okay, no, I'm a lie. There's those faces on the mannequins. What am I talking about? There is. But, like... Because you can see how the archetypes... I'm going to hide everything just in case. Yeah. You can see how the archetypes affect the monsters in the game, right?
そろそろ中に入ろう。肩を冷やす。
はい。
And it, like, the... 怖い、怖い、怖い。Oh, is it the doll? Oh, it's the face. Ooh. Yeah, like that. I appreciate that. Like, one, making games in general was hard, and recycle. Like, one of my favorite series is Alan Wake, and Alan Wake recycles goddamn everything, like Remedy does. Like the DLCs for like Alan Wake 2 are cheeky as fuck. In at least Alan Wake 1, the DLCs, well, the DLC for Alan Wake 1 is necessary to know the plot. So that's a bit of a bad thing. But like they use all the assets to build these weird levels because he's got dream logic. But like Alan Wake is also a game that only has like 4 enemies. And a game that I haven't played the second time yet, but I'm going to have to. You share some similarities with this as well. I do wish you could fucking counter the grabs. Like, it feels so bad when you've launched a focus attack and they interrupt it with a grab. But yeah, so look, the first playthrough, not only do like, I don't know if the mother is really represented. The mannequins are doing a lot of heavy lifting in terms of like imagery, but like the mannequins, they can be flowered, they can be rotting, they can have swords for legs and extra expressive masks, but obviously there's the giant hulking beast, which is represents the father, but you have like like holes, which is one of the friends, and lava, which is the other friend, and like that goes through the game all the way through. And I feel like if you were gonna have like the fox guy is already represented by foxes and fur, and you've got, so there is a shoe enemy and there is a fox enemy. It's the dog man, right, with the testicle belly. And I guess the pregnant monster is the mother, now that I think about it. But like I feel like you could have done something more there with an actual third enemy, a fox enemy. There isn't a fox, and a samurai, like a Ashura enemy. There isn't, but some part of New Game Plus needs to have them represented more during the actual playthrough. Ideally, this is, and again, I'm being petty. I'm saying in an ideal world, they'd have more money and they'd somehow taken an extra year, but not had to wait a year for the game to come out. Like, these are all pipe dreams. But, like, you know, there'd be somehow extra routes around the town. Like, sometimes you just have to release a game. But, like, I am having to play quite a lot of the same game 3 times in a row. Let's let the guitar play for a bit. So a good contrast for playing the game twice is the Final Fantasy VII remakes, where you have to play the game on normal before you get to play it on hard. And when you play it on hard, you go, oh, this is the real game. You were always supposed to play on hard. To the point that like it feels like maybe they should have given you the option first. Whereas this, I don't know if hard's going to improve this. It's just going to make annoying fights more annoying. Like, I have figured out that the knife is very important for, like, getting through shit that's annoying. And that the axe is just fucking rubbish. And the mallet, I'm sure they're very useful situationally, but I haven't found that situation. But, like, what Final Fantasy Rebirth does is it says, hey, you can't pick up items anymore. Which this does. It does the whole, like, hey, you shouldn't be picking up the pills anymore. You should figure out a smarter way of dealing with your health. And unfortunately, the game's a little bit too easy for that to be like, oh no. But, like, I sort of like that it forced you to not use items, and like that sort of, it was likely that you played one way and then likely, you know, the Tim Rogers said it, like, you're taught the story, so the second time you play through, you're like, you know your parts, and Cloud isn't breaking the story looking for random items in the middle of important cutscenes because they're no longer there. I thought it was harder at times. I've not played Rebirth on hard mode yet. I've only played the original game. I'm probably... But I like that you play again and you have all these options and you have all the materia, and it's such like, you've grown a lot. Whereas playing this again, like on hard mode, you have all the items, right? But like, there is no weapon. I suppose maybe you have the sword. Yeah. And there's nothing like that in this game, which would like make the second route fun in of itself. And again, I'm not being fair because this isn't Neo, right? Which I've not played, but I know that my brother really likes Neo. This isn't game. It's why leaning more into the action system, making it slightly Soulsy, which is not fair. This isn't the Souls game at all. But like leaning into a slightly better gameplay system forces you to ask certain questions of the game. Again, Alan Wake 2 does this as well. I'm just going to put it there. It doesn't really matter. Where Alan Wake 2 improves the combat system a lot, and then when you get to a bad fight, you go, what was it, Alan Wake 2's final boss, the DLC, I just straight up pressed a button that said, give me infinite health. I love Remedy. I wish they knew how to make games, because like running around a square room and then getting pot shots on the monster in the middle. This game does boss fights actually quite good. It's not as polished as like a Dark Souls or anything like that, but it's certainly better than an Alan Wake 2 in terms of actual fights. When they want to give you a fight, an interesting fight, there are 3 of them. No, actually, all the actual bosses are reasonably interesting fights. Which is more than the entire rest of Silent Hill can say. Quite a lot of Resident Evil can say. Resident Evil didn't get a good boss until Code Veronica, as far as I'm concerned. Whereas Code Veronica does like fire on the floor, and you're like, oh, I'm having to zone, and you know, it takes an action system for it to get good. But like, there are bosses in this game that you could take out of it, and it'd be interesting outside of the horror, and that's quite impressive, because none of the other games have that. I can't think of a single fight in any of the Silent Hill games where I'd like to play for actual fun. Arguably, you're not supposed to, but like, you can. You're allowed to make a fun game and a horror game at the same time. And all these are petty. These are all pipe dreams as well. That's ooh. Fox's wedding. Dolls are happiest when they are loved. Okay, so let's say, no, oh fuck, I know I won't have it, will I? So I've done these as separate saves because I did. I'm probably gonna look up how to do the UFO. Oh, fair enough. I've been told Neo was really good. I played the demo and I bounced off it. My first at Dark Souls is 2, so which, as far as I'm concerned, Elden Ring is the sequel to Dark Souls 2. I don't know when I'm going to play this again. I wasn't going to play this so soon, but because my sleep is wrecked and I'm going to be awake, I might as well play stuff that requires me to stream for hours and that I have the rhythm to do so, to the point that I'm almost tempted to continue the game. Shall we do that? Since there are people here. Shall we see what New Game Plus Plus looks like? Yeah. I can't speak for Neo, but like Dark Souls, you fucking. Elden Ring is very telling in that it's clearly designed to fuck with people who know the rhythm to Dark Souls bosses. They really don't want you knowing stuff ahead of time. So yeah, it would. Having clear tells is kind of would be interesting. I'll give Neo a go.